Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for gold, Dow Jones and NASDAQ100. In this analysis, with the help of candlestick charts and indicators, we will try to find out the trading behavior of these instruments throughout the US cash session, and also we'll try to find out the entries and the targets for these instruments. So in sum, let's see how we can make profit from trading these instruments throughout today. Let's start the day with gold first. This is a 4-hour chart for gold, and you can clearly see this. It has come out of this bearish zone. It was trading in consolidating in between this zone, that is towards 1928 and 1920. It has come out of this zone and given a strong breakout candle. So on a 4-hour chart, it appears this zone at 1932 is going to be the next target for gold. If it surpasses this zone, I'll expect it to hit 1935, 1937, 1940, and in fact it will go well beyond these levels. So the next target should be at around here at 1935, first 1932, then 1935, and then beyond that also it can fly towards 1940 levels, as I had shared in my morning analysis also. Similarly, on the downside, there is a strong support for it at around 1924. If it breaks 1924, then you can go short here. The next support at 1920, which appears to be stronger support for gold, will come into picture. However, I think this is a breakout and it might try to continue with this rising move. See, this was this lower lows it has created only once. It tried to break out, and now it is trying to give a breakout on the second time. So I think this may continue till towards at least 1935, and then beyond that also it can continue with the rise there. The 4-hour stochastic looking upwards may try to take it in the overbought zone, and the MACD on the 4-hour charts has just crossed over and may give couple of green candles, and hence 1935 1940 can be expected on gold here. RSI looking upwards here. On the 3-hour charts, if you look at, similarly on the 3-hour charts, see, rise, almost minor retracement, then consolidation, and now a rise. So if it tries to give it a rise, first target, first resistance at 1935, then it will come back till towards 1945, and in fact it can go till 1950 also. So I will be watchful there. At the same time, the support at 1920 is very much existent, so be careful while taking your position, and only short entry is below 1924, where you can expect 1920 and 1918 levels also. Look at the MACD stochastic looking upwards and trying to enter into overbought zone. MACD is still in buy side. It has just crossed over onto the buy side, and RSI not showing any symptoms there. Now look at the daily charts. Coming back to the daily charts, on the daily charts, couple of observations. See, strong support here, and this is the zone, and hence the high at around 1940 can be expected, which is a very strong resistance zone. If it breaks 1940, then I will expect it to take it towards or trade towards 1945 and 1950 levels, and this time the breakout can be sharper, can be stronger, as it has got almost a good support here now at, see, also the base now it raised from 1920 to 1924 levels. So for the day, till the time it remains above 1924, one can remain long. One can expect it to hit 1935, 1940. In fact, can head towards 1945 and plus levels. Daily stochastic near to oversold zone, but looking upwards from here. So I'll be watchful and I'll be cautious with the shorts. Any short entry below 1924 is only recommended, else it will try to rise. MACD try to converge and trying to cross over. So in sum, if you see it trading till the time it remains about 1924, one can remain long on gold. One can expect the target towards 1935 and then towards 1940. As I said today morning also, above 1928 one can remain long with the target of 1935 and 1940. In fact, it can try to head towards 1945, 1950 levels also. So one can trade accordingly, one can take positions accordingly. On the downside, breaking 1924, one can take a short entry, then expect it to hit 1920 and then 1918. Below these levels, it will give you a sharp correction. I don't expect it to happen. I'll be still bullish, but I'll be watchful here how it behaves at 1932 and how it behaves at 1935-40 levels. So trade accordingly. Now let's have a look at NASDAQ100. See, NASDAQ100 on a 4-hour chart has got its support, a strong support here at around 14,450 and 14 rather I'll say 14450 itself is a very strong support. With this as support, it is trying to rise. However, there is a resistance at 14600. So in between these 200 points plus minus almost 50 points, we have to be cautious. So larger trading range is, it appears, between 14350 and 14650. However, here if you look at how to make the most out of it, on the 4-hour charts, it has seen a high, it is trying to form a low. If it breaks 14500, now if you see US100 trading below 14500, then one can expect the support at 14470 and 14450 will come into picture. See, very nearby supports here, 14470, 14450, and then towards 14430 will come into picture. Breaking 14430, we can expect a sharp drop. So only short entry is below 14500, and at the same time only long entry is above 14600. If you see it trading above 14600, then you can take a long entry for 14650, and then it will try to head towards 14700 also. Now look at the stochastic on the 4-hour charts, looking upwards here. MACD trying to converge and cross over, so it was bearish, and now it is trying to converge and cross over, hence a bullish move can be expected. RSI not showing any signs there. Looking at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, similarly on the 3-hour charts, you can find 14430 and 14400. These two levels are very important for NASDAQ100, and in fact now for this chart, on this chart 14500, below 14500 you can take a short entry for 14440 and 14400 levels. At the same time, on the upside, one can expect that it may try to head towards 14, if only long entries beyond 14600 for sure. So see, it is given 3 candles, almost higher highs has been found. Now here this may try to come back or try to give a red candle, which may try to take it towards 14440 with this as support, and 14400 with this as support. It can try to retrace or bounce back again. So trade with caution in between 14400 and 14600. That is my advice to you. Beyond 14600, yes, you can expect it to rise towards 14700 800 zone. 3-hour stochastic looking upwards, and 3-hour MACD trying to converge and cross over RSI near to bottom there. Now on the daily charts, coming back to the daily charts here, now look at the daily charts. One red candle, see what it has done. This was the bullish channel here, retracement, lower highs, and now trying to drop. So till the time it remains below 15200, definitely one can expect it to drop. At the same time, now look at this for the day. If you see, there is a strong resistance at around 14700 for sure. This won't try to break this, but yes, if it crosses above 14700, one can expect it to rise strongly. Else, yes. Now let's have a closer look here. Right now, till for the day, it has given higher lows, and yes, if it breaks 14400, you can consider it to be bearish, and then one can expect 14300 and 14150 levels. Look at the size of the previous candle, almost 450 points. Complete candle including the shadow out there, almost 450 points. So if you consider the shadow including today, 14600 to 14300 and 14150 levels can be expected. So yes, it can try to give you a red candle. If you see it trading below 14400, you can take a short entry, but only if it sustains below 14400, then and then only. In between 14400 and 600, we have to be cautious. Daily stochastic, with only couple of little drops, it has got the daily stochastic near to oversold zone, is still looking downwards and still bearish. See, there is no convergence here and still bearish, so I'll be watchful. Also look at the MACD has crossed over, so it can try to continue with the bearish momentum now, and hence yes, till 14600 still I will not recommend. Below 14400, yes, you can go short. In fact, below 14500 you can take a short entry for 14440 and 14400, and below 14400 we can expect it to drop sharply. On the upside, 14600 is the level. Beyond 14600, you can take a long entry for 14660, 14700 and 14750 and 800 levels. So almost for this 100 points, 14500 to 600, don't try to take a position. So this is all for NASDAQ100. Take your trades accordingly. Now let's have a look at US30. US30 trading at 34,470 levels, and it has seen a lower highs on a 4-hour chart at 34,580, 590 zone. With a sharp up move, it has tried to achieve this highs here very easily. Now from here, see one rise, retracement, rise and a stronger rise, and try to retrace from here. The lows here at around 34,440 is very much evident, and I will recommend you to go short only below 34,400. Once it drops below 34,400, it can try to give you sharper correction, and it may try to trade with bearish moves if it continues to trade below 34,400 levels. At the same time, 34,600 is going to be a strong resistance. Now look at this, stochastic looking upwards here, and MACD trying to converge and crossover on the buy side here. So right now it appears to be bearish, and probably a little bullish momentum has to be there. However, I'll be watchful, and I'll only recommend a long entry above 34,600 levels. Now look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, see, this is trying to trade with this channel, trade in this channel, and it is trying to form this move. It has seen high, so probably if it drops below 34,400, we can expect it to drop a bit towards, this time the drop could be sharper, and it may try to take it towards 34,200 levels. So take a short entry only below 34,400, where you can expect it to drop sharply, and at the same time 34,600 is the level beyond which we can expect it to rise. In between these 200 points, we have to exercise a little bit caution. We have to exercise a little restraint in with trading within these levels. So 34,400 to 600, don't trade above 34,600. Yes, you can expect a strong rise towards 34,700, which is a strong resistance zone, and then towards 34,800, 900 should come into picture. So yes, trade accordingly. MACD here has just crossed over, and it is trading in a bullish zone, so I'll be watchful. It may try to give green candles. So RSI not showing anything there. Now coming back to the daily charts. On the daily charts, interestingly, let's try to have a look. As I told in my morning analysis, that it may try to come back till the pivot at around 34,700. So with this as pivot, it has given, see, if you see this is pivot, it has given higher highs, lower lows. And also look at this, if you connect the dots here, the channel high now is at around 35,050 levels. So if it tries to rise today, trades beyond 34,800, then only you can expect that it may try to head towards 35,000 also. Also at the same time, see, it is trying to give, right now it is giving higher lows and lower highs, and probably if it drops below this zone at 34,400, then also the next support at 34,300 is there, and below 34,300, 34,250, and below 34,250 we can expect a sharper correction on Dow Jones, and you can expect it to drop sharply. So right now what it did is, you can consider that it has tried to form a wick on this candle and try to act bullish, try to show the bullishness, but then on the downside it is still bearish and it will try to drop. So this is just an explanation. At the same time, if it trades about 34,600, you can consider this as a reversal. Then it will try to achieve 34,700, very strong resistance, 720, very strong resistance. Beyond that, it will definitely fly strongly on the upside. So in between 34,400, 600, don't trade till the time. Also 34 to 300, 34 250 40 levels should provide a very strong support for Dow Jones on the downside. Breaking this, yet you can expect a sharper correction. Stochastic looking downwards, MACD has just crossed over in trading on a sell side, and hence probable bearishness is indicative here. So trade with caution, don't take a position between 34,400, 600 zone. Any move above and sustenance above 34,600, you can go long for 34,660, 700, 34,800. On the downside, if it breaks 34,400, then 34,300, 34,240 can be achieved. Below that, we can expect a sharper correction towards 34,100 and 34,000 levels. So take your positions accordingly. This is all from my side, and if you like and appreciate my effort, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Don't forget to press the bell icon, and don't forget to join my Telegram channel, where you can get the latest update. You can also be part of my mentorship batch. The next batch is starting soon. Also can be part of my VIP channel signals group. You can definitely enjoy the trades just by trading as per the signals. Reach out to me for any of your trading or trading related queries. Thank you very much. My email ID and Telegram IDs are mentioned in the channel description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.